Hello, welcome to Sauna Vision. Welcome to. I don't know what the quality I don't know what the quality of this is going to be like. As well, the other one turned out okay, but I was using my phone. This one instead is using my iPad. And I can remember you're there, camera there, so I can interact. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a kind of a don't panic with the CAPS Commissary event. Lots of info on that still. I haven't checked the forums much except for one thing we're covering in this video. I've updated, link in the description by the way, to a spreadsheet that just kind of covers some stuff on the commissary side of things. And sorry, I clocked myself and thought, do you know what, my skin's actually looking really good. I've been using that geology that I did a sponsored thing my skin is so much better than it was. So look, people saying, "Oh, you're taking that sponsorship," but it's like, look, if that stuff is helping out a lot more, my skin isn't dry, it isn't flaky on my face, so just, it's working. Look, down to business, commissary. Check out link in the description. I've done an update. There's a new tab called "How to Get 900 Units," or I may change the tab name before this video goes out, because I'll record this at 2 p.m. UK time, but because the internet speed is so rubbish here, it takes a long time. So this could be out late in the night. I don't know. I don't know when things are gonna. I managed to get things out, but it's Sauna Vision. Hope you enjoyed the first Sauna Vision type video. So I just want to go bring some stuff to you. Some notes from me on this is, first of all, we don't know how many times we can purchase the loyalty bundle. We'll know on Friday. So 29th of September, everything. Shit hit the fan kind of thing, type of narrative of that. So look out for Friday. We don't know how much the unit bundle is going to cost. The loyalty bundle is going to cost. Is it going to cost loyalty? Maybe. How much loyalty? Don't know. Is it going to be a case that, and later on today, we may have a loyalty store update. So I may be doing another video. I don't know. Late night sauna vision. I have to see. Yeah, the issue of the cost. And something when it comes to AQ. See, I've seen a lot of people get different results in a number of AQ fights they can do. As I said in my kind of go over and guide, potentially 60 fights in a 5-day cycle of AQ. Day 1, I did 12. Day 2, I did 11. Is this day 3 today? I've done 11. So if that's what I'm doing, then. And look, do bear in mind, everybody in your AQ, in your alliance, is going to be going out of their way to do it. I saw a nice message in my alliance chat from Kratos, who said, look, give some chance for free-to-play players to get some points in alliance. And I like that. That's good camaraderie. But at the same time, it's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. This is one of the big problems when it comes to CAPS Commissary. Like, people are trying to get as many points as possible. Getting 3,375 points is tough. It's tough for free-to-play to do, and as well as further tough if we're fighting against one another. And that's a problem, because then Kabam have created a problem with their event. This is another problem that may be something from yesterday that I missed off with that video, to say that people may come to a point of falling out because it's like, well, who's got a chance to get what they need to get? But, we'll talk about it more on Friday. And look, one thing I would recommend to people is maybe waiting. There's a laptop, by the way. I'm not looking down. Wait until Friday, the 29th of September, and looking at what this last deal is. Is this 1,000 points going to make a difference? Like, if you only have, by the end of, 2,000 points by Friday, and you may get another couple of objectives. Well, no, a lot less than that, actually. If you had like 1,900 points, then you'd have to really rely on your Battlegrounds objectives and the loyalty bundle, and then look at how close am I? Am I close to actually getting that 900 units? And if you're not, you may ask the question to yourself, like, is it worth me investing units to not get anything back? Like, if you're investing 2,000 to 3,000 units to get 900 back, you may say, well, what's the point? Is there any point? I'm out of pocket with units. I need those units for Cyber Weekend deals. So ask that question of yourself. Always ask questions of this particular kind of event. I'll talk about a scenario of mine in a minute. So Still go farm those gold. Go farm gold. Obviously, you'll get a little bit from the milestones. First milestone, I think it is, something like that. And yes, you get 6-star shards, but it's not going to make not nearly as much of a dent to the amount that you need for the bundles. And I would say buying the bundles this weekend may be the better thing. So buying those bundles and then going, okay, did it make a difference? Is it going to make a difference? Because you may be like, well, I'll keep the 6-star shards. Am I investing it? Is it worth it? Keep asking questions of yourself on that. And yeah, there was a really good guide on, I've probably put it as the thumbnail for this video, and I may put like an image up of it. So somebody Wolflink put a free-to-play guide for the camp event. It's good, but there are some things that are very unrealistic. I can imagine Wolflink wouldn't mind me kind of like pointing this out because they were incredibly fortunate. And just to give you an idea of kind of that. Again, it's not. I don't mean this in a rude way to say it's unrealistic expectation, but it is an unrealistic expectation when they are basically getting a ton of points. I'm just trying to find the exact quote from this, but they're literally doing like 30 fights per AQ, like per day, and that's just mad. It's almost over, but half of the milestones reached. Could turn a bit. At this pace, they're saying that overshoot by 5,000 points, because a large chunk of it. Look, here's the thing: you've got Battlegrounds objectives. Go do them. The further you get, the more objectives you get. I've just started my Battlegrounds grind. I've actually had to stop now because we're just about to go out. As soon as I record this video, I've got to go out. I'm trying to touch grass more than I'm trying to play MCOC. Even though I am in the middle of doing a units challenge, but I'm kind of like out and about in nature and kind of playing whenever I can. So yes, I'm trying to touch grass, but and have a life outside of MCOC, but there you go. Okay, this is it. So they put that 15 to 20 enemies per day of AQ, right? And that's a bit unrealistic. As I said, for myself, you know, we're doing map 6. We did today map 6. I did 11 fights. I didn't. There's no more to fight. Everybody's doing fights in AQ. You're literally competing against your own alliance buddy. There's talk in this thread about peace treaties with other members, and as I said, I gave that scenario of our alliance as well are doing be a bit courteous for this this free-to-play player here, free-to-play there. I don't personally care. Like as I said, I'm trying to have a vacation or be on holiday, but things happen. You know, it's important to cover. This is a very unusual event. As I said, it's a problem. You've got something out on the 22nd, something out on the 24th, something out on the 29th, and a lot of miscommunication. And I'm not saying that Kabam have done the unrealistic expectations for these particular events, because they've kind of like said their narrative, but there's been a lot of just poor creation with this. I'm happy Kabam are doing something new, but when you create something, you've got to think thoroughly. Think thoroughly, Kabam, when it comes to creating events like this. Put them all out on day one. Give players a plan. On the 22nd, we could have done a video, we could have done spreadsheets, we could have done forum threads, we could have done a whole bunch of things that allowed us to properly prepare. At the start of this event, we would have thought that those champion selectors could have been gold. I think a lot of people would have been smart enough to go, they're probably going to be units, or there would be something attached to the unit store. But the most information you can give out to your player base in a very short space of time is key. So especially for me creating content, for other players, other creators creating guides, and other players, as Wolflink's done. It's a good guide. It's just a case there's a few kind of unrealistic expectations of AQ elements of grind with it. And of course the same thing as I've said and as Wolf said is that on the 29th, we don't know. We don't know. It could be a case that you've got to spend units on Friday the 29th. No one knows. You'd assume it would be a loyalty selector. But is that a case you've got to spend your units first to select loyalty from it? Again, this goes back to clarity on it. So I wanted to do this video to do like an update on this situation and just kind of like say, you know, don't panic, but do make sure to grind as much AQ as possible, do as much fair kind of like fights with the other, you know, alliance mates, and as well when it comes to the farming of gold, farming of shards, do that. Think about spending those items at the weekend. Don't think about it now. But yeah, do those things, the Battlegrounds objectives as much as possible. Grind as well. I think a lot of people have done all those already. If you're in the top flight of Gladiator Circuit and those come back again, you could be jeopardizing some points. But at the same time, you know, make that decision. Do you want to get deeper into this event? Is it actually worth it for 900 units? Is it worth it for that 7-star Civil Warrior, or going to that Cavalier option of the 7-star in general? Thoughts on all of this in the comment section. Spreadsheet is in the, I have kind of been very clear on this. It's kind of from a lower end scenario. So you may need to spend units to get more. Like if you're on 3,200 points by the end of this event, you need 175 more points. You will have to spend units. So grind Battlegrounds, grind, do the Battlegrounds objectives and the AQ stuff. See where you are at the end of it. You never know. But yeah, links to everything in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one from a sauna, maybe.